What is up, everybody? Hello and welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Black Ops 3 Zombies map, Shadows of Evil. Now, this map has been out for about almost a month, and I feel like I know it well enough to be able to review it. So what I've done is I've written down some pros and cons, and I'm going to list them out to you. I do think, I will say that I couldn't come up with a whole lot of cons. I have overall good things to say about this map. There are a few cons that sort of take away from it for me, but let's just go ahead and get into this. So, first pro I have is the formula has returned. And what I mean by that is, perks are back, mystery bots is back, wall guns are back. The formula is back. You open doors, there's trap. The formula is the same, which is the main thing I wanted. If you watch my videos about my hopes for zombies, so that's definitely a good thing. I also like about this map, and this might be a surprise, but I like that the perks spawn randomly. I actually really like that in this instance. I don't like it on, say, Nuketown, because Nuketown, I feel the perks spawn at different times. This, it's just they spawn in different areas, and I feel that it gives the map much more, I guess, replay value. It makes it much more interesting, and that's what I think. Another pro that I have is Afterlife, which I know it's not called Afterlife, but it's basically the same idea that Mob of the Dead had. And I like that they brought back something that my favorite map had, which is Afterlife, which, even though it's not called Afterlife, that is exactly what it is. Another plus I have are the gumballs. Now, these, I'm not going to say, I'll say that they're not a huge deal for me either way. Like, they're certainly not like a downside to having them. I think it's a good thing that they put in, but at the same time, I feel like a lot of times I'll get one and I'll just be like, this is not helping me out at all. Some of them do, but some of them don't. I wish they would have made them a little bit better, more interesting, if that makes sense. But overall, those are a pro. Now, really, I think the next point I'm going to make is probably the best thing that this map has going for it, which is the graphics, and I have /music. So, the graphics on this map are just ridiculously good. The lighting, the colors, the textures, it all just looks, I mean, it all just looks just amazing. I mean, you can see it now. I mean, it looks just absolutely fabulous. And the music is great too. I would say it's probably my favorite music of any map ever. It kind of fits the setting well, and it's just a good thing. Another pro that I have are the pods, which are basically like dig sites from Origins. Another little thing, but I feel that it is a pro that the map has going for it. Another thing that I had was characters, Now, do keep in mind these points aren't like in any order of importance or anything, but I do think the characters are good. I do. Um, Now, if you guys know me, characters don't make or break a map for me. Like, I don't, for the most part, care about the storyline or the characters, but I feel that they did a decent job with these characters. Uh, Another point that I have is a good level of difficulty. I feel that this map is not too hard, not too easy. You know, it's challenging, but it's not like rip your hair out. You know, I just feel that it's a good level of difficulty. Um, Another pro that I have is customizable, and this is the last thing I have written down. Customizable options. Um, by that I mean you can now put camos on your weapons. You can put optics on your weapons. And I think that's a very cool thing. I always thought it would be cool if you could do stuff like that. Um, I like that they did that. So, um, to some negatives, and again, there aren't like a ton of negatives, but this is one that I have a hard time explaining, but the best way I can put it is I'm not like super fond of the layout of the map itself, if that makes any sense whatsoever. I feel like it's a large map, right? And I feel like a lot of the map is just sort of there just to be there, and you just go there and you do something and you don't need to go back for any reason. And it's just sort of, you're not going to spend any time there during the game. You're not going to be training there. That, for me, takes away somewhat substantially, I will say, for my enjoyment of the map. If you think about it, like, my favorite map, Mob of the Dead, there are probably 4 or 5 areas that you can train and survive, which makes it more fun for co-op too. I mean, if you're doing co-op on this map, I don't know how you're going to survive. Um, and you can play different areas to keep it interesting. For this map, the only place I found to train is the rift area where the widow's mine is. You just kind of run around the circle, and that's great. But it's like I just feel like for the most part, the map just has a lot of, I guess I'll say, wasted space. Maybe this is just me. Maybe you guys don't understand at all. Maybe you do. I don't know. But another con that I have is new set of weapons. Now, this isn't the end of the world. It doesn't make or break the map for me. But I would have liked to just see, MP5, M14, M1911, Olympia. I like to see the Galil, the FAL. I wish they would have just kept the core weapons rather than adding in completely new ones. Because it makes the game just feel different for me, and I don't want it to feel different. I want it to feel like Zombies always has. Another thing I have written down as a con this is honestly not a big deal at all, but the bosses. Again, to me, it's just an unnecessary change. Hellhounds would be fine with me. You know, but they have to add in these Margwas. Like, the bosses on this map just seem so random to me. Like, they just seem so random. I mean, there's meatballs. They're called meatballs. And they roll along the ground and come at you. There's these things that fly in the air. Like, it's just, I just find the bosses to be kind of dumb, random, pointless. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the bosses. I'll say that. And so I have one more thing written down, and that is that the zombies seem faster to me. I don't know if this is true or not, but they seem faster. Maybe that's just me, but they do, and I don't like. They just seem to move differently or something. I don't know, which is not a good thing. But guys, that is the last point that I wanted to make about this map. Overall, I like it. I think it's solid. Overall, I think it's good. Now, is it great? I'm not gonna say that it's great. Just for the fact, this is a boss round right here. By the way, you can see the yellow flying things, but I'm not gonna say it's great. Great for me is like Mob of the Dead, Origins, Kino, maybe Buried. Those are great maps, in my opinion. This to me is good. It's like in the second tier zombie map kind of category, if you will. So, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But, I do hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about this map. Let me know if you like it, if you hate the map, what you wish was different, stuff like that. And, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and share the video with friends and distant relatives. I'll see you guys later.